In a way, I felt like I was between the earth and the sky. So I felt like I was totally in between them. And I could only see the trees. So that added to that feeling. But everything around me was moving. I could hear all the sounds, the birds, the cars, people in the distance. I couldn't hear the sea, but I could hear a lot of sounds. So it felt like everything around me was moving, but I wasn't. So then my mind was free to move, so I could think and imagine things. I also felt connected to the earth, because that's where we come from. I could feel the light changing. It was quite bright and sunny when we started, but then it got cloudy. But the colors were just blue, green, deeper, darker colors from the trees. But then I prefer to close my eyes and just tune in into the sounds and the feelings. It was kind of like going into my thoughts and coming back to my body and back and forth. I was thinking a lot about how we end up with places, choices, like what leads us to where we are, because I was in a very still moment. So I was thinking about the journey that leads to a moment of stillness. And be aware of your body in a way that you aren't usually. Your body in relationship to nature, to the stillness and the hardness of the earth, and then to also compare where your mind can go in comparison to your body. And your mind can just pick up the sounds and the light, maybe even, and it can go on places while you're standing still or lying down.
As I laid down, my mind was still very active. In the beginning, for a very short moment, I was focused on the position of my body. It was quite uncomfortable for a bit, but eventually that thoughts just flew out of my head and I become comfortable. I was trying to focus on the nature that was surrounding me. Just the nature. Not the cars, not the planes, just the birds and the wind. 2 minutes passed in my head. In the real world, 20 minutes passed. And it started raining. And I woke up.
At the beginning, I was just so bored, so numb, senseless maybe. Then I started to visualize myself into a different world. I started to see myself in totally a different world. It seems like as if I was just shooting a movie for myself and seeing myself from different angles, just walking, talking, and socializing with some imaginary people I had in my dream, I guess. But I wasn't asleep. I started to feel like I'm losing the sensation of my body. And I just started to think about some old memories I had back in time. Maybe that was triggered by the birds. I don't know, because it has been a very long time since I've been listening to the birds whistling, singing maybe. It feels like they were just talking to each other, calling each other in the open air. The people I was just imagining and talking to, they were not just an imaginary people I created by my own mind, they were just some people I had from my memories. And I thought this is like a very, very good opportunity to revive those moments again. And and by that time, that's when the rain started falling, and the droplets, the sound of the rain droplets was just amazing. I just could feel the rain droplets over my head, over my ear, over my hands, my leg, my body, my back, and the sound of the droplets falling on the sheet. It was just creating an echo into my ear, and honestly, that took me to a new whole and different experience. I just feel like I'm getting into a new different world than the new different world I was already in. You don't get such an opportunity to relax each and every day. It's like, when was the last time you had like a relaxing time? When was the last time you've been into the open air, listening to the birds, enjoying the view, just closing your mind, thinking about nothing, leaving everything behind you, and just, just that's it. Just, just turn off your mind and just let everything go. Just give your brain a time to relax.